we go! I think I'm gonna go down the tanky route of armor. I ended up deciding, instead of using a little bit of everything, which I know, like deep down, it probably isn't the best method anyway. I ended up starting to use the tankiest armor that I could find, because I have to get up close and personal anyway. I figured, why not? I don't feel like my gear was strong enough to deal with what I was trying to deal with, though. So, that being said, we're gonna go from there. Although I hadn't used any of the new cell infusion stuff that, honestly, I didn't even realize was a thing because I wasn't really paying attention as well as I should have been. But that could be blamed on playing this game normally around 4 AM in the morning. Oh man, yeah, I'm liking this new gear upgrades quite well. I love the fact that I get a mini shield whenever I haven't taken damage for like 10 seconds. Very useful and will probably keep my ass alive. Gotta attack this thing while its armor is separated from itself. It uses its armor both to protect itself and fight, but when it's using it to like try to attack us, it can't defend itself. So you kind of slip in between its plating and try to hit it without getting wrecked by it. A chain blade fiend. And that's one of those orbs I need. Thank you. So basically, this is the monstrosity, or behemoth as they call them, that I have to fight to get the Skarn Armor, which I believe it's also its name. And as you can see, being as though it protects itself with all these rocky plates, if you look at my gear, you can kind of see like my shoulder pads right there. It's made out of the same basic material as it. So I think that's kind of cool. You can kind of tell, you know, what people have been fighting based on the kind of gear that they wear. Ooh, and each gear has benefits, like the owl armor, or the shrike as they call it, is really good for stamina because it's super fast, it moves around a lot, which would also be really good for my class, but I don't know if it'd be best, because the only move we really have that eats stamina is when I do basically this, you know, and admittedly it doesn't do that much damage. It actually does a lot less than me just coming up close and doing some melee attacks on it. However, I love this chain blade spin. I'm not really good at pulling it off yet because I saw people using it, but I didn't realize, you know, you actually have to pull off combos to get it. It's not like a skill or ability that you just learn like a lot of games would do. You know, you don't just hit one key and go, oh, it's gonna like cast it for me. Nope, you have to combo it. Which I think is a really nice touch that they added to this game. It adds a skill element to the game. And you have to actually think about how you fight these things and kind of learn their pattern and where you should hit them. Otherwise, you don't do max damage. Certain parts of them take more damage than others, and for each behemoth, it's kind of, how can I say, it's kind of like unique to each one that you're fighting. It's different. So you gotta kind of like learn their attack patterns, their defense patterns, and their weaknesses. Which the game doesn't tell you. You gotta kind of like figure it out yourself. At least I don't think the game tells you, but I'll admit I don't pay attention enough to really notice if that's the case. I'm trying to reproduce that blade spin, but it's not that easy to get going. Especially if you're not used to doing it. Ah, there we go. Oh no. No. Oh no. Basically what it does is it sucks you into the middle. There's some crystals right here, don't mind if I do. Alright, so it took off running, we gotta go hunt it down now. God, I'm loving these new gear upgrades that I put on this. God, I'm probably gonna get it wrong, but basically they have these upgrades called cores that you open, and you get like different like upgrades that you can add. I think, yeah, that's what they're called. They're called cells. And you add the cells to various parts of your equipment, you know, your armor, your weapons, and it gives you like different stats and buffs, but it's kind of randomized, you know, so you don't know exactly what you're going to get or what you're going to end up with, which is kind of interesting. So you get to mix and match things, and nobody has the same gear because it's so random, which I think is a nice touch. A lot of games have this tendency of just kind of being like, everybody gets the same cookie cutter bullshit regardless, which I think is a terrible way to run a game. You know, you ever been to one of those games, like an MMO, or, well, like an MMORPG, for example, and, ooh, that was glitchy. And everybody had the same gear at, like, that, like, certain town or that, like, area of leveling. Like, everybody has the same cookie cutter bullshit. I hate when games do that. Like, I like when they have at least a few variations so that you can kind of feel like it's your own and you pick, like, what you like, rather than being forced to a, like, visual aesthetic. It kind of kills the immersion of the game when everybody's wearing the same shit. At least it does for me. Woo! There, its armor's off. Get it! Woo! Up and over. No. 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 Oop, man down. Man down. Oh, he had an auto revive. Good to go. Ow. Woo. Oh, he landed right on top of me. I haven't seen it drop any orbs yet. I'm worried I'm missing them. Ole! Tyler, that's not a bull. I'll see why not. Same rules apply here, right? God, I'm so used to fighting with next to nothing gear. This is actually a lot easier than it was before. Damn it. I am trying to collect this, you damn hermit crab. There we go, chain blade that son of a bitch. Ow! I'm getting better at it. Slowly, anyway. Oh, there's one. Grab it and run. Oh, fuck, not this again. No! No! Alright, that's my last potion, but this thing should be close to coming down by now. At least I think so. Eat it! Ah! Oh! And the chain blade to finish it. Alright. Woohoo!
From the secret shadows of dawn, there's a darkness to the sky. The simple thought I recognize.